When you take calcium, you could also cause the calcium to precipitate in your arteries, and that could increase the risk of blocking your coronary arteries.
So it doesn't actually clot your arteries.
It's not the clotting factor, but it's sort of like the cement. If you think about, there's the bricks and the mortar. So there's the cement in between it can be the calcium. Cholesterol causes a lot of problems. Free radical damage causes problems with the arteries. But the calcium may deposit, hardening your arteries and making them less resilient.
But you don't get that same effect if you take, let's say you drink a couple cups of milk every day. You don't also get that effect in your arteries.
Well, it doesn't seem that that's exactly what happens, but it's also difficult to get that much calcium just from consuming that much milk. There are other problems from drinking that amount of milk and getting that much calcium. But the good news is that there are other supplements that you can take. Vitamin D, over 1,000 units, has also been shown to be helpful. Vitamin K, a supplement most people don't really realize or think about in terms of osteoporosis. And also, in addition to D and K, people can take supplements like calcium, magnesium. Sometimes those come in combination.
So a good conversation to have with your doctor with some of this new news that we have on calcium. I would like to get your quick thoughts on this story that Molly Line did for us last hour.
Yes.
Massachusetts school system has been sending letters to parents if their child's BMI, body mass index, is too high. They're calling them fat letters, and there's a controversy about it. Parents don't like hearing that, but in the end of the day, as a medical professional, is this a good warning? Is this something?
Well, I think it's a conversation as a society we need to have. I don't know if there may be some sensitivity issues about sending letters that might be interpreted as fat letters. Body mass index really doesn't tell you much more than how tall you are and how much you weigh, and it takes a ratio. There are other ways to determine risk in terms of obesity, and obesity means too much fat. So what we do is we measure the waist-hip ratio. That's a good way to tell if your waist is too big. That
but it's
means
not
you're storing too much
necessarily
fat.
something you think the school should be doing.
Well, I think the schools have a place in notifying parents that there may be an increase, but in terms of drawing links, I think those are things that parents should be talking about with their doctors, but also opening up the conversation so they do talk about healthier eating, also in the school, but at home as well.
Some good information for us today, Doc. Always nice to have you in the studio. Thank you.